All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for the final game of our triple header for you here tonight on this Sunday. Next up, it's the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. These are two teams that made the playoffs last season. In fact, the Ravens are the defending Super Bowl champions, and the Broncos got in as a wild card. But they're both 5-5. Both teams are struggling this season, and the winner will keep their slim playoff hopes alive. The loser of this game, it's going to be a tough road to hoe the rest of the way. So it's a very important game in the AFC when it comes to playoff and playoff rankings. Evil Dead is now 81-61. He's 0-2 tonight. He's down to 20 games over 500. Hopefully he can recover and get a win here. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And Evil Dead texted me earlier. He's taking the Broncos in this one, so we'll just see what happens. Evil Dead's had a pinball tournament. Well, that's what he told me. Let's head out to Baltimore for this one. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. It's the Broncos and the Ravens on Monday night. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Davis has the Ravens in this one. Evil Dead's got the Broncos in this one. We're live from Baltimore, the final game of Week 11. The Ravens get the ball first. We're underway. From the goal line, Taylor over the 10, 15, 20. Maurice Taylor out over the 30. Maurice Taylor, a nice return out to the 37-yard line. And that's where the Ravens will have it, 1st and 10. If the defending Super Bowl champions are going to get there, they have to have a good start from that man right there. Key Harris, the third-year quarterback out of Grambling State. Both teams come in at 5-5. Both teams desperately needing a win to stay relevant in the AFC playoff picture. Neither team's going to win their division. The Raiders lead the AFC West, and the Jets are running away with the AFC East. But the wild card is still wide open. 1st and 10. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Woody Marks. And Marks out to the 42-yard line, a gain of 5. Let's take a look at the Raven offense. Up front, Diggs, Glass, Douglas, Young, and Arianis. And then it's Burns, Clark, Marks, Wright, and Dixon. Misty's purple team. Yes, the Ravens. No, the Rams are blue. These are purple. When do you get your eyes checked? 2nd and 5 from the 42-yard line. 3 wide to the near side. Harris in the shotgun. 2nd and 5. Harris draws back. Harris looking. Harris throws. Caught by Dixon out to the 36-yard line. They cross midfield. 22 yards to DeMarcus Dixon, the 5th-year receiver out of Air Force. 1st down, Baltimore in Denver territory. On the tackle, Jackie Pierce, the rookie linebacker out of Notre Dame. Davis hates the Broncos for some reason. They're not an AFC East team, so I've never really been clear as to why he hates Denver. First and 10. Ravens from the 36-yard line. 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Harris hands off to Clark this time. And Deion Clark down to the 24, a 12-yard gain. Another Raven first down. The third-year back out of East Carolina. Jeff Benjamin on the tackle for Denver. The fifth-year safety out of Ohio State. Oh, you used to live in Colorado? I didn't know that. You're not the first person to tell me that. On TV, they make it sound like Denver's great. The Mile High Paradise and all that. But I've had several people tell me Denver's not a good place to live. First and 10 from the 24-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. From the Denver 24-yard line. Harris back. Harris throws. Caught by Chapman. And Denard Chapman, the tight end, picks up a couple of yards. Let's take a look at the Bronco defense. They play a 3-4. Barron, Fuller, and Manning up front. The linebackers, Henderson, Pierce, Thomas, and Terrell. And the secondary for the Broncos, Cameron, Battle, Benjamin, and Laws. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 21-yard line. We're still on the opening drive of the ball game. Down to about 6 minutes left in the first. Ravens on the move. 2nd and 8. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back. Harris throws. Caught by Wright. And Griffin Wright, the tight end, picks up 3 down to the 18-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4. Griffin Wright, the 6th-year tight end out of Montana. You hope all their players get hurt. That's not very sporting of you, Davis. Where's your sportsmanship? The final game of Week 11, our Monday night game. 3rd and 4 from the 18-yard line. Harris under center. Harris throws, caught by Taylor, and Maurice Taylor down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Baltimore. The 6th-year receiver out of Oregon State, Maurice Taylor. First and goal, Baltimore. Great drive by the Ravens here on the opening drive. When the schedule first came out, I saw that these are 2 playoff teams, so I said, okay, that's a Monday night game. You're the evil Stephen A. Smith. I like Stephen A. I don't always agree with him, but I like him. First and goal from the 6. Harris to Marks, and Woody Marks to the 6-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal. Number 93 on the tackle. That's Cedric Henderson, the former Dolphin, in his 7th year out of Houston. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Ravens at the Broncos' 6-yard line. In the I formation. Harris to Marks. And Marks gets nailed for a loss of a yard. Jeff Benjamin came up and made the tackle, the safety, in his 5th year out of Ohio State. And it's going to be 3rd and goal for Baltimore at the 7-yard line. The Broncos defense is digging in. Just seeing them suffer makes me suffer. 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. 4 wide for the Ravens. Harris in the shotgun. Harris draws back. Harris looking. Throws, caught underneath by Dixon. He's shy of the goal line, though. Only gets down to the 3-yard line. A 4-yard gain by DeMarcus Dixon, 5th-year receiver out of Air Force. It'll be 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. And the Ravens will have to settle for 3. This will be a 20-yard field goal attempt by Rob Belton to give the Ravens the early lead from 20 yards. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. And the Ravens take a 3-0 lead. And that opening drive took a lot of time. 3:35 left to play here in the first quarter. We're live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 11, our Monday night football game. here at Jammin' Sports. Jimmy Jam with Sports Davis as we wrap up our triple header today. And now Belton will kick off. Actually, Henry Jackson, the punter, kicks off. From the 3-yard line, DeCarva out over the 20, 25, and Samson DeCarva out to the 30-yard line. The fifth-year receiver out of Missouri on the return. So Denver will have it for the first time, down 3-0, led by their starting quarterback, Jeremy Lawler, in his 9th year out of Alabama. Lawler spent 8 years with Dallas. The Cowboys let him go. The Broncos picked him up. I just get sick when Bronco fans are happy. Tell us how you really feel, Davis. Don't mince your words. 3.5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Ravens up 3-0. Let's see what the Broncos can do on their opening drive. Both teams at 5-5. Both teams pretty much in a must-win situation right now when you look at the AFC playoff picture.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Lawler in the gun. Lawler fakes the handoff. Lawler rolls out, throws deep. Caught by DeCarva down the sideline. Samson DeCarva down to the 24-yard line. 46 yards. Into Raven territory, down to the 24-yard line. Big gain by Denver. On the tackle, number 25, Isaac Young, the 5th-year safety out of West Virginia. If the Ravens fail to make the playoffs, or fail to even get to the Super Bowl, or even win the Super Bowl, it's going to be another season without a repeat champion. We haven't had a repeat champion since Sim Season 22. 1st and 10, Lawler to Lattimore, and Lattimore out to the 20-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. That's Perry Lattimore in his 6th year out of Appalachian State. Broncos offense up front, Andre, Randall, Barton, Fitzgerald, and Sparks. And then it's DeCarva, Miles, Lattimore, Lumen, and Cruz. It's been 13 seasons since we've had a repeat Super Bowl champion. It's been a while. 2nd and 5 from the 20-yard line. In the I formation, Lawler under center.
Here we go. Green 39.
Lawler to Lattimore, and Perry Lattimore will lose a yard back to the 21-yard line. On the tackle, number 58 for the Ravens. That's Aaron Westbrook, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Florida. No, it was not the Patriots that did it. The Patriots have never made the Super Bowl in my sim season history. It was the Dolphins, the last team to do it. 3rd and 7 from the 21-yard line. Big 3rd down for the Broncos. Lawler in the shotgun, 4 wide.
Green 39.
Lawler looking, throws near side to Lattimore down the sideline. Lattimore picks up the 1st down out to the 13-yard line, a gain of 8. 1st down, Broncos. I don't think Miami's going to make the playoffs this season. They're not good. They lost to the Bills earlier this week. Miami's what, 5-6, I think? Let me check. Yeah, Miami's 5-6. New England's 4-7. Jets are 10-1, tearing up the AFC East. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line, 4 wide for the Broncos.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
Lawler under center. Lawler back. Throws. Caught by Cruz. And Colt Cruz down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 15. I'm sorry. A gain of 11. 15. Down to the 2-yard line. Be 1st and goal. Colt Cruz, the 10th-year receiver out of Texas. It's been a tough year for your Patriots. It's been a tough year for my Dolphins. They're both struggling. First and goal from the 2-yard line in the I formation. Lawler to Lattimore, and Lattimore gets taken down for a 2-yard loss. On the tackle, Benton Hall, the rookie linebacker out of Purdue, along with number 98, Alec Rogers, the rookie out of Auburn. It's mostly Rogers. He was all Rogers. Hall came in as an afterthought. A loss of 2 yards. Be second and goal back at the 4-yard line. Down to 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Broncos trying to cash in. Ravens up 3-0. Lawler under center. Lawler to Miles. Touchdown, Broncos. Lee Miles, the second-year back out of Auburn. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take a 6-3 lead. Nice drive by Denver. Ravens got a field goal on their opening drive, but Denver gets a touchdown. And they're up 6-3. Michael Lance, the rookie out of USC, will come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. Broncos lead it 7-3, 30 seconds left. Here in the first quarter, live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 11, our Monday night football game to wrap up the week. We'll start Week 12 and the Thanksgiving games tomorrow. We'll have a Thanksgiving doubleheader. It'll be Tampa Bay at Detroit, and then Philadelphia will be at Dallas. Those are the games on the Thanksgiving docket. And now, kicking off will be Sam Beasley for Denver. From the 1-yard line, Maurice Taylor over the 15, 20, 25. And Taylor out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And that's where the Ravens will have it, 1st and 10. Jimmy Jam with Sports Davis on this Sunday night. We had a big crowd last Sunday. I don't know where everybody is today. Well, I know where Evil Dead is. He's at pinball, but we were hovering around 20 people last Sunday, and I don't know where everybody is. Draft's got to be over by now. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Ravens come out. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Woody Marks. A big game for Marks, the rookie out of USC. 11 yards out to the 42-yard line. First down, Baltimore. Parker Cameron on the tackle, the defensive back for Denver in his 7th year out of Oklahoma State. Woody Marks, the rookie out of USC, on the carry. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Broncos up 7-3 here at Javits Sports. Welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. We start the second quarter in a pivotal AFC game. Both teams are 5-5. Broncos lead the Ravens 7-3. The Ravens have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Whoever loses this game, it's going to be very, very tough for them to make the playoffs. A lot of good teams in the AFC this season. 1st and 10 from the 42. For Baltimore, Harris under center. Harris to Marks around the outside, and Woody Marks out to the 48, a gain of 6. Coming up to make the tackle, the rookie Tyler Barron, the defensive end out of the University of Miami, along with Parker Cameron, the safety. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Ravens at their own 48. They come out 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun. Harris drops back. Harris throws. Caught by Wright. Griffin Wright out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 6, and that'll be a Raven first down. That'll move the chains. Misty, your purple team's losing. But they have the ball. They're driving. They can take the lead. Misty likes the purple teams, so she's going with the Ravens on this one. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. That's right. Harris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Harris back. Harris looking, throws. Caught by Dixon. DeMarcus Dixon. All the way down to the 23. It's a 23-yard gain. And a shoestring tackle there at the very end. Making the tackle, number 94 for the Broncos. That's Tyler Barron, the rookie. But first down, Baltimore. Ravens now at the Denver 23-yard line, 6:43 and counting here in the second quarter. Ravens come out. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Marks, and Woody Marks 2 yards out to the 21-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Jack Pierce, the rookie linebacker out of Notre Dame, on the tackle. Denver up 7-3. The Ravens trying to take over the lead here. On 2nd down, Baltimore comes out in the offset eye. Harris, they pitch to Marks around the outside. And Marks inside the 10. Woody Marks into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 21-yard touchdown run by Woody Marks, the rookie out of USC. And the Ravens take a 9-7 lead. There you go, Davis. Davis picked the Ravens in this one, as did Misty. Ravens had the lead. Now Misty. A 21-yard touchdown run. And now Rob Belton will come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Baltimore leads at 10-7. 6 minutes exactly left to play here in the first half. Live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Our Week 11 Monday night game to wrap up the week here at Jammin' Sports. Henry Jackson will kick off for Baltimore, now that they have retaken the lead. Jackson to kick off. It'll be fielded by DeCarva over the 15, 20, 25, and Samson DeCarva out to the 29-yard line. And that's where the Broncos will take over. 1st and 10. 5:56 left to play here in the first half. Our third game today, the Rams beat the Chargers 34-24. And in the last game, the 49ers beat the Giants 26-13. Both those games are in the video section if you want to check them out. We'll post them to YouTube a little bit later. Next week, Denver will host Kansas City. And the Ravens next week at Miami. 1st and 10, Denver. Lawler back to throw. Throws downfield, caught by Restrepo out to the 45-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of 16 yards. That's Xavier Restrepo from College Football 25, the rookie out of Miami, making the catch on the sideline for Denver. And that'll be a Broncos first down. This one has gone back and forth. Ravens have the lead at the moment, 10-7, with 5:52 left in the first half. Broncos come out 4 wide. Lawler under center. Lawler to Lattimore around the outside, and Lattimore down the sideline. A big gain by Perry Lattimore all the way down to the 26-yard line. 29 yards for Perry Lattimore, the middle Lattimore brother, the sixth-year back out of Appalachian State. Vince Ellington came up and made the tackle, the sixth-year defensive back out of Indiana. 5:37 left to play here in the first half. Denver on the move. A crucial game in the AFC. Both teams are 5-5. Both teams fighting for their playoff lives. 1st and 10. Lawler under center. Lawler fakes the handoff. Throws. Caught by Lumen. Wide open. C.J. Lumen all the way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 23 for the big tight end in his third year at Louisiana Tech. It'll be 1st and goal Denver at the Baltimore 3. I wonder if this game's going to be like this all night, going back and forth. I only saw Evil Dead poke in one time during the Ram game. He didn't poke in to say hi during the Giants game at all. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Lawler under center. Lawler looking. Throws a fade. Incomplete. Boy, he threw that into a crowd. He was looking for Marcus Branch. He's lucky that wasn't picked off. Cole Nelson broke it up. Nelson, the 7th-year safety out of Miami. Second and goal for the Broncos at the Baltimore 3-yard line. Broncos come out. Lawler in the shotgun. Lawler hands off to Lattimore around the outside, and he's in for the touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run by Perry Lattimore, and Denver retakes the lead, 13-10. Every drive has ended with a score, and it's just going back and forth. It was 3-0 Baltimore, 7-3 Denver, 10-7 Baltimore, and now it's 13-10 Denver with the extra point. Michael Lance is up and good, and the Broncos take a 14-10 lead with 4:51 left to play here in the first half. Here at M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland, our Week 11 Monday Night Football game here at Jammin' Sports. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, we'll start Week 12 with a doubleheader. It'll be our Thanksgiving doubleheader. It'll be Tampa Bay at Detroit, and then Philadelphia at Dallas. We hope you join us tomorrow night as we start Week 12 of our current sim season. 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific time. And if you're in Arizona where Davis lives, who knows? They have so many time zones in that state, it's not even funny. Between the Navajo Nation and the other reservations, how do you even know what time it is in Arizona? There's the kickoff by Beasley. 2 yards deep. Taylor brings it out over the 10, 15, 20. And Maurice Taylor out to the 22-yard line. And that's where Baltimore will have it. 1st and 10. 4:48 left here in the first half. My next game on the radio is a softball game on Tuesday, but that's the only one this week. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Harris under center.
All right, here we go. 3:19.
1st and 10. Harris hands off to Woody Marks up the middle, and Marks a big gain. Marks all the way out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 18. Lynn Ryan finally had to come up and make the tackle. The third-year defensive back out of Arkansas. 18 yards, first down, Baltimore. The rookie out of USC, Woody Marks. From college football, 25. If you play the Trojans, you know who I'm talking about. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. In the offset eye, Harris under center. Harris hands off to Marks around the outside, and Marks makes his way out to the 46, a gain of 6. James Thomas made the tackle, the linebacker, in his 7th year out of Clemson. And that'll bring up 2nd and 4. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 4:14 left in the half. Now it runs. Harris in the shotgun on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
Harris drops back. Harris throws, caught, nope, incomplete. They were looking for DeMarcus Dixon. It was broken up by Parker Cameron, the 7th year defensive back out of Oklahoma State. That'll stop the clock with 4:01 left in the half. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Ravens at their own 46. Denver up 14-10. 3 receivers to the near side. Harris in the shotgun. Harris drops back. Harris throws, caught by Wright, and Griffin Wright out to the 44. That'll be a gain of 10 into Bronco territory, and that'll be a Baltimore first down. The Monday night game next week is the Raiders and the 49ers, and that should be a good game. The Raiders are 8-3. The 49ers are 7-4. That'll be the final game of Week 12. First and 10 for the 44-yard line. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Marks, and Woody Marks 2 yards out to the 42 before Jack Pierce makes the tackle. Make it a 1-yard gain. It'd be 2nd and 9. Celebrating our 10th Sim season on Twitch. Here on Jammin' Sports. Sim season 35. On 2nd and 9 from the 42. Harris drops back. Harris throws, caught by Taylor. Maurice Taylor, 10 yards down to the 32-yard line. And that'll be another Baltimore first down. When you include Sim Season 26, because that's when we started on Twitch, 35 makes it our 10th Sim Season. First and 10 from the 32-yard line. Harris under center. Harris looking, throws, dumps it off to Chapman, and Denard Chapman down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 14 yards for the big tight end. First down, Ravens. Every drive has ended with a score. Nobody has punted yet in this game. And it's been going back and forth. Either defense can stop the other offense. This might be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10 for the Baltimore 18-yard line. Harris draws back, throws near side, caught by Chapman. And Denard Chapman 3 yards down to the 15. We have an injury timeout. That's going to delay us from getting to the 2-minute warning. I think one of the Broncos got shaken up. So that'll stop the clock with 2:05 left. It's a gain of 3. Be 2nd and 7 for the Ravens at the Denver 15-yard line. Broncos lead at 14-10. Both teams come in at 5-5. Denver plays the Chiefs next week. The Ravens play the Dolphins. Misty has said goodnight at 8:41 Central Time. Here we go. This should be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Harris under center on 2nd and 7. Harris hands off to Marks up the middle, and Woody Marks out to the 11, a gain of 4. 2-minute warning. Denver up 14-10 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back, M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Our Week 11 Monday night football game. The Broncos lead the Ravens 14-10. 2 minutes left in the first half. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Baltimore at the Denver 11-yard line. Every drive so far has ended with some type of score. Ravens looking to retake the lead if they can get a touchdown before halftime. 3rd and 3, 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun. Harris draws back, throws, caught by Burns underneath. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lawrence Burns, an 11-yard touchdown catch. The 7th-year receiver out of Oregon State, I'm sorry. 7th-year back, wide receiver out of Oregon State. Don't want his family calling me up saying, hey, what did you say that for? And the Ravens take the lead, 16-14. That is our 5th lead change of the game, and we're still in the first half. And now Rob Belton will come on for the extra point. It's up and good. Ravens lead it 17-14, 1:57 left. The Broncos, they still have 3 timeouts. They still have time where they could score. So the Ravens retake the lead 17-13. Our 3rd game of our triple header here today, as we wrap up Week 11. Rams beat the Chargers 34-24. And the 49ers beat the Giants 26-13. And now we're in our 3rd game. Henry Jackson will kick off. From the 1-yard line, Whitmore brings it back over the 20, 25. And Whitmore out to the 29-yard line. On the return there, number 87, Ty Whitmore, the rookie out of Ohio State. It'll be 1st and 10. Denver with 1:52 left in the half. Ravens up 17-14. Both teams are 5-5 on the season. A big game for both of them. First and 10 from the 29. 4 wide. Lawler back. Lawler sets up a screen pass to Lattimore down the sideline. And Perry Lattimore, a big gain across midfield out to the 48. 23 yards down the sideline to Perry Lattimore into Raven territory. Denver looking to score before halftime to retake the lead. It's been a wild game. It's gone back and forth. 5 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half. On the tackle on the sideline for Baltimore, number 29, Deshaun Edwards, the 2nd-year defensive back out of Louisiana Tech. Down to 1:45 left in the half. 1st and 10 Broncos at the Raven 48. They come out 5 wide. Lawler in the shotgun. Lawler draws back. Lawler throws. Caught by DeCarva down the sideline. And Samson DeCarva down to the 21. A gain of 27. First down, Denver. Down to the Raven 21-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. He gets out of bounds. That stops the clock with 1:40 left here in the first half. Neither team's defense can stop the other team's offense. $140 left here in the first half. Denver comes out 3 wide to the far side. Lawler in the shotgun. Lawler hands off to Lattimore up the middle, and Lattimore down to the 13-yard line, a gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. Neither team taking a timeout yet. We're down to 1:25 left in the half. As the Broncos are getting close. Last season, Denver was a wild card. They lost to the Bills in the opening round. On 2nd and 2 from the 13-yard line, Lawler draws back, sets up a screen pass to Gable. Benjamin Gable, the rookie, gets down to the 6-yard line, the rookie out of Oregon State. A gain of 7, and Denver takes a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left with 1:01 left to play here in the first half. And of course, the Ravens last season, they won the AFC East. And they went on to win the Super Bowl. They beat the Rams in the Super Bowl last season. It was a close game, 20-17, but they still won it. And Baltimore is the defending Super Bowl champions. However, they're 5-5. They might even miss the playoffs this season. We'll just have to wait and see. We still got 5 weeks of the regular season left. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. 3 receivers off to the far side. Lawler in the shotgun. 1st and goal. Lawler back. Lawler rolls out. Lawler inside the 5. Touchdown, Denver. A 6-yard touchdown catch. Or a 6-yard touchdown run by Jeremy Lawler. And we have our 6th lead change of the day. And we're still in the first half as Denver takes a 20-17 lead. And there's still 55 seconds left. Michael Lance for the extra point. Been a wild first half. Kick is up and good. The Broncos lead at 21-17 with 55 seconds left here in the first half. It was 3-0 Baltimore. Then it was 7-3 Denver. And then it was 10-7 Baltimore. And then it was 14-10 in favor of the Broncos. And then it was 17-14 Baltimore. And now it's 21-17 Denver. 6 lead changes. No punts. Every drive has ended with a score. Sam Beasley will kick off for Denver with 55 seconds left in the half. Baltimore still has 3 timeouts. They might be able to score before halftime. And now Beasley will kick off. From the goal line, Taylor over the 10, 15, 20, 25. Maurice Taylor out to the 32-yard line. 51 seconds left in the half. Denver up by 4. Let's see what the Ravens can do before half. Been a wild game in the city of crab cakes, Baltimore, Maryland. Of course, this stadium sits next door to Camden Yards in downtown Baltimore where the Orioles play. They share the same parking lot. On 1st and 10. 4 wide for the Ravens. Harris in the shotgun. Harris draws back. Harris throws, caught by Burns. He doesn't get far. Lawrence Burns 3 yards out to the 35. Ravens take a timeout. They have 1 or 2 timeouts left. 46 seconds left in the half. They need about 30 to 35 yards to get into field goal range. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Baltimore at their own 35-yard line. Jimmy Jam with Sports Davis. Great to have you along. 4 wide for the Ravens. Harris in the shotgun on 2nd down. Harris draws back. Harris looking. Harris rolls out. Harris is going to take off, and he slides at the 40-yard line, a 5-yard gain. They take their 2nd timeout. That'll bring up 3rd and 2. Now they need about 25 to 30 yards for a field goal. 39 seconds left in the half. Broncos up 21-17. Denver will receive the second half kickoff. just so you know. Jimmy Jan with Sports Davis. Davis has been with me all afternoon and evening here today. 3rd and 2 from the 40-yard line. Harris in the shotgun, 4 wide. Harris draws back, throws, caught by Deion Clark, picks up the first down, 8 yards, out to the 48-yard line. Clock is moving. 1st and 10. Ravens in the hurry up. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back. Harris looking, steps up, throws deep, caught by DeMarcus Dixon, down to the 30-yard line, a gain of 18. And Baltimore may just call a timeout and kick a field goal. They do. It's a 22-yard gain by DeMarcus Dixon, down to the 30-yard line. It'd be a 47-yard field goal from here. And without any more timeouts, the Ravens will probably just kick the field goal right here. I would. Get the points. It'll make it a 1-point game. Let's see what the Ravens choose. They're going to try it. Rob Belton from 47 to draw to within 1. Right before halftime. Snap. Kick is up. And the kick is good. It gets over the crossbar. And the Bronco lead is now 21-20 with 6 seconds left here in the first half. It's been a wild first half. Every drive has ended with some type of score. And there's been 6 lead changes. No punts. And now the Ravens will kick off. Henry Jackson will kick. 3rd-year punter at a Mississippi State. He does the kickoff chores. There's the kick. Fielded a yard deep by Whitmore over the 10, 15, 20, 25, and Ty Whitmore out to the 28-yard line. The rookie out of Ohio State. 3 seconds left. Let's see what Denver does with a 1-point lead. They might just take a knee, go to the locker room. That was quite the first half. Let's see what the Broncos do. They're just going to take a knee and go to halftime.
Here we go.
Lawler takes a knee. Your halftime score, Denver 21, Baltimore 20, here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. We get set for the second half of our Week 11 Monday Night Football game. The Broncos lead the Ravens 21-20. Both teams are 5-5, desperately in need of a win. The Broncos will get the second half kickoff, and we're underway. A yard deep, DeCarva over the 10, 15, 20, and Samson DeCarva out to the 21-yard line. And that's where the Broncos will have it, 1st and 10. Well, if the Ravens want to hang tight in this one, they got to hold the Broncos, but neither team has punted so far. Neither defense has been able to stop the other. Denver will start from the 21. Up 21-20. Broncos come out in the offset eye. Lawler under center.
Let's go. Blue 90.
Lawler to Lattimore, and Perry Lattimore picks up a yard, maybe 2 yards, out to the 22-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. Jeffries on the tackle, Darius Jeffries, the third-year linebacker out of Alabama. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Denver. Our final game of Week 11. We'll start Week 12 tomorrow with a Thanksgiving doubleheader. On my schedule it is. 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line. Lawler under center. Lawler drops back, looking. Lawler throws, dumps it off to DeCarva. And DeCarva out to the 27, a gain of 5. Make it a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 4. Can the Ravens defense finally get a stop? Can they finally force a punt? 3rd and 4 for the Broncos at their own 27-yard line. Broncos come out 4 wide. Lawler in the shotgun. Lawler drops back. Lawler throws deep. Caught by Cruz out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 16 to Colt Cruz, the 10th-year receiver out of Texas. And that's a first down for Denver. Colt Cruz, one of your 2 long shot players from Madden 18. The other is Devin Wade. Cruz has spent all 10 seasons with Denver. Wade started with the Broncos, went to Carolina, and now Wade is on Seattle. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Lawler under center. Lawler to Lattimore up the middle, and Lattimore 3 yards out to the 46-yard line. Make it a 2-yard gain. Aaron Westbrook on the tackle, the linebacker, in his 3rd year out of Florida. 6.5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 8 for Denver. At their own 46, they come out 4 wide. Lawler in the shotgun. Lawler drops back. Lawler in trouble, throws outside to Lattimore, turns upfield, and gets out to midfield. A gain of 4 yards. Make it a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 3. Coming up to make the tackle was number 31, Vince Ellington, the defensive back. And now the Broncos face a 3rd and 3 from midfield, just across midfield, with 5:52 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. In the I formation, Lawler to Miles, and Miles picks up 2 to the 48. He's going to be just shy. Westbrook on the tackle, and we finally have a 4th down situation. This is our first 4th down of the game. Neither team has faced 4th down yet until right now. In fact, making the tackle was Kevin Riddick, the 9th-year defensive end out of Dayton. Beasley will come in to punt. This will be the game's first punt. Beasley in his 5th year out of Missouri gets the punt away. Ravens will get the ball back. Well, that's a bad punt. Oh my goodness. That's a 19-yard punt. Goes out of bounds at the 29-yard line. He shanked that one. And now the Ravens will take over with 5:22 left in the 3rd quarter, down by 1. Let's see what the defending Super Bowl champions can do. Both teams come in at 5-5. They're both struggling. Both really need to win this game to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. 1st and 10. Harris under center. Harris drops back, pump fakes. Harris looking, steps up, rolls out, in trouble, gets sacked at the 21-yard line. Making the sack, Tyler Barron, the rookie defensive end out of Miami. A loss of 8 yards will be 2nd and 18. Just came around the outside. Harris held on to the ball too long. That's why he got sacked. Key Harris, the 3rd-year quarterback out of Grambling State, led the Ravens to the Super Bowl championship last season. Coming up on 5 minutes left in the third quarter. It'll be 2nd and 18 for the Ravens at their own 21. Down 21-20. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back. Harris throws deep. He's got a man. Burns. He's going to burn the Broncos. 79 yards. Touchdown. Baltimore. Lawrence Burns. We have our 7th lead change of the game as the Ravens go up 26-21. 79 yards to Lawrence Burns. And Baltimore will probably go for 2. Davis likes that. It was bombs away there, Davis. Burns was open. He had a step. And he goes the distance. And now Rob Belton will come on for the extra point. Well, then, no, they're going to go for 2. Here we go. 2-point try. This will put the Ravens up by 7 if they get it. Harris in the shotgun. 4 wide. Harris back. Harris throws near side to Wright. He does not get in. Griffin Wright does not get in. Coming up to make the tackle, number 22, Parker Cameron. So it's a 26-21 Baltimore lead. They're up by 5. Our 7th lead change of the day. Wow. As I said before, this one's just going back and forth, back and forth. It's been a good game. No complaints. It's been a great game, at least so far. A lot of big plays. 2 teams desperate for a win. And now with 4:42 left in the third quarter, the Ravens will kick off, leading by 5, 26-21. Davis has expressed that he has no love for Denver. So that's why he's rooting for the Ravens. Misty likes the Ravens too. It's her purple team. Misty's brain would just blow if the Vikings ever played the Ravens. There's the kick. A yard deep. DeCarva over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And DeCarva out to the 27-yard line. And that's where Denver will have it, 1st and 10. I said it would blow Misty's mind if the Vikings ever played the Ravens. Their first opportunity won't be next year. I don't think. Let me see. No, the AFC East plays the NFC East next season. It'd be in 2 seasons, the first opportunity they could play. Unless they get to the Super Bowl. So the Broncos will take over, 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Denver in the offset eye. Lawler under center. Lawler hands off to Lattimore around the outside, and Perry Lattimore making some moves and gets out to the 33, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 3, a gain of 7. Kind of spinning and juking his way. He's the middle brother of the 3 Lattimore brothers. Older brother Randall plays for the Colts, and younger brother Marcus plays for Philadelphia. 2nd and 3 for Baltimore at their own 33-yard line. Down by 5. 4:12 and counting. Lawler under center on 2nd down. Lawler fakes the handoff, looks downfield, rolls out, squares up, and runs out of bounds and loses a yard. Back at the 34-yard line. Actually, he gained a yard, about half a yard. It'll be 3rd and 3. 3:57 left here in the third quarter. Big 3rd down for the Broncos. They had to punt on their last drive. They come out in the I formation. Lawler under center. Back to throw. Looking. Gets it out to Vaughn. Picks up the 1st down. That's Zach Vaughn, the rookie tight end out of Oregon State. A gain of 9 in a Bronco 1st down. Keeps the Denver drive alive. Aaron Westbrook on the tackle. Both teams may be 5-5, but this has been an entertaining ball game. First and 10, Denver. From their own 43, 4 wide. Lawler hands off to Lattimore around the outside, and Lattimore out to the 50-yard line, a gain of 7. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. Isaac Young, the defensive back, came up and made the tackle, the safety, in his 5th year out of West Virginia. It'll bring up 2nd and 3 for the Broncos. Ravens lead it 26-21 here in the latter half of the third quarter, but the Broncos are on the move. Under 3 minutes left now in the third quarter. Just across midfield, 2nd and 3 for the Broncos, 4 wide. Lawler under center.
Let's go. Green 39.
Lawler, 3-step drop, throws, gets it to Restrepo. Out to the 42, a gain of 8. Xavier Restrepo, the rookie out of Miami. First down, Denver. Down to the Baltimore 42-yard line. Clock is moving. .233 and counting, I believe. Yep. Denver now at the Baltimore 42-yard line. Broncos come out 4 wide. Lawler in the shotgun.
Green 39.
Lawler drops back. Throws. Caught by Restrepo. And Restrepo down to the 22. A gain of 20 for the rookie wide receiver. Another Denver first down. As we're down to 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Isaac Young on the tackle, along with Darius Smith for Baltimore. First and 10 for the Broncos at the Raven 22-yard line. Denver comes out in the I formation. Lawler to Lattimore. Lattimore gets nailed for a 2-yard loss. Coming in to make the hit, Curtis Johnson, the 16th year defensive end out of Georgia. And that'll bring up 2nd and 12. Been around a long time. All 16 years with the Ravens, too. 1:35 and counting here in the third quarter. 2nd and 12 for the Broncos at the Baltimore 24-yard line. 4 wide. Lawler in the shotgun. Lawler drops back. Lawler rolls out. And Lawler is going to tuck and run. And he gets taken out at the 22. He gets the 2 yards back as Rogers runs him out of bounds. That's Alec Rogers, the rookie out of Auburn. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 22-yard line with 1:15 left here in the third quarter. So big third down for Denver. They're in field goal range. 4 wide. Lawler back. Lawler throws. Caught by Restrepo. Down to the 5. A gain of 17. First down, Denver. First and goal from the 5. The rookie quarterback making a big catch. Keeping the drive alive for the Broncos. Craig Campbell came up and made the tackle, the 5th year defensive back out of North Carolina. We're down to 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. First and goal from the 5. Broncos come out in the I. Lawler under center. Lawler to Miles up the middle. And Miles picks up 2 to the 3-yard line. Lee Miles in his 2nd year out of Auburn. Hall on the tackle. Benton Hall, the rookie out of Purdue, the linebacker. And we're down to 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Lawler under center. Pitches to Miles. And Miles down to the 2, a gain of a yard. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Ravens up 26-21 here in Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. We go to the fourth quarter of our Week 11 Monday Night Football game. As we wrap up Week 11, the Ravens lead the Broncos 26-21. We start the fourth quarter. It's 3rd and goal for the Broncos at the Baltimore 2-yard line. Denver trying to cash in and retake the lead, down by 5. Lawler under center. Cruz in motion. Lawler back, in trouble, gets sacked, back at the 12-yard line. A 10-yard sack by number 90. That's Ryan. Brandon Ryan, the third-year defensive tackle out of Arkansas, with a big sack. It'll be 4th and goal for the Broncos. They're down by 5. They can make it a 2-point game with a field goal. Let's see if they go for it. They might. They're going to kick the field goal. This will be a 29-yard kick by Michael Lance. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. The Broncos draw to within 2. Ravens lead at 26-24 with 7.5 minutes left to play in regulation. Live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 11. Our Week 11 Monday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Both teams come in at 5-5. It's been a tight game. We've had 7 lead changes. Most of those in the first half. Ravens still lead by 2 as Sam Beasley will kick off for Denver. It's up to the Broncos now to get a stop. Beasley will kick off. From the 2-yard line, Deion Clark over the 15, 20, 25, and Clark out to the 29-yard line. And that's where Baltimore will take over, 1st and 10. $7:25 left to play. If the Ravens get a touchdown, they can make it a 2-possession game. They're up by 2 at the moment. A clear, cool night in Baltimore. It was 40 degrees at kickoff. 1st and 10. Harris under center. Watkins in motion. Harris to Marks, and Woody Marks gets outside, and Marks out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 12, and that'll be a Baltimore first down. And the rookie out of USC just needs 15 more for 100 on the day. 7-10 and counting. First and 10 Ravens. At their own 41. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Marks. And Woody Marks out to the 44, a gain of 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd and 7. On the tackle, number 55 for Baltimore. Or for Denver, excuse me. That was Jackie Pierce, the rookie out of Notre Dame. 2nd and 7 from the 44-yard line. 4 wide for the Ravens. Harris under center. Harris to Marks. And Marks gets taken down. A 2-yard loss back at the 42-yard line. Jackie Pierce, the linebacker, and Jeff Benjamin, the safety, come up and make the tackle. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for Baltimore. Denver's defense looking for a stop. They got to get back in this game. They're down by 2. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9 Ravens come out 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun. Single back. Big third down here. Harris back. Harris looking. Harris in trouble, and he gets sacked back at the 31-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 11 yards. That's going to bring up 4th and 20. Cedric Henderson on the sack. And the Ravens will punt for the first time tonight. Henry Jackson will come on, the third-year punter out of Mississippi State. The Broncos needed a stop, and they're going to get one. So Henry Jackson will come on. And now the Broncos are going to get the ball back with a chance to take the lead. There's the punt. From the 20-yard line, Whitmore gets tackled immediately at the 23. Ty Whitmore on the return. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. .5:31 remaining. All Denver needs is a field goal. Down by 2. Ravens up 26-24. It's been a good game. A very entertaining game to wrap up Week 11. Broncos come out 5 wide. Empty backfield for Lawler in the shotgun.
Here we go. 3-19.
Lawler drops back. Lawler throws deep, and it's nearly picked off. Aaron Westbrook, the linebacker, knocks it down. The Broncos had a receiver open, Colt Cruz, but Westbrook knocks it down. And that'll stop the clock. 5:27 left. 2nd and 10 for the Broncos at their own 23. Denver comes out 5 wide once again. Lawler in the shotgun.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Lawler draws back. Throws downfield. Caught by Cruz. A big gain out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 21. First down, Broncos. The veteran receiver, Colt Cruz. First down, Broncos, as they're on the move now. Out to the 44-yard line, down by 2. Ravens lead it 26-24. Just over 5 minutes left. And the Broncos are moving. Aaron Westbrook made the tackle, the linebacker. Davis is back with us. Welcome back, Davis. We're wondering where you took off to. Davis is hoping his Ravens can hang on here. 1st and 10. Denver at their own 44-yard line. 4 wide. Lawler in the shotgun. Lawler draws back. Lawler rolls out. Throws. Caught by Restrepo. Out to the 41. A 15-yard gain. Listen to these Madden players cry. I think you and I are at a consensus, Davis. You get what you pay for. I keep hoping beyond hope the next Madden will be better. Well, 25 was a step in the right direction, but it's still lacking. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. 4 wide. Lawler in the shotgun from the Baltimore 41-yard line. Lawler fakes the handoff. Lawler throws deep. Caught by Restrepo on the sideline. Down to the 25. A gain of 16. One guy left to leave because his Giants didn't have to update rosters. And we know the rosters don't come out until July. That's predominant online, Davis. It's so hard to run a league online because once you start losing, you quit. They all do it. 1st and 10 from the 25. Lawler in the shotgun. Lawler drops back. Lawler looking. Throws. Down the sideline. Restrepo at the 4-yard line makes the catch. A 21-yard catch by Xavier Restrepo. And that sets up the Broncos 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Denver trying to retake the lead. Down by 2. They're definitely in field goal range. 4:18 remaining. Exactly, Davis. Exactly. 5 wide. Lawler in the shotgun. First and goal. That's why I stick to what I'm doing. Lawler throws to Lumen. Touchdown. Denver. A 4-yard touchdown catch by C.J. Lumen, the third-year tight end out of Louisiana Tech. And we have our 8th lead change of the game as Denver goes up now 30-26. No need to go for 2 here. They'll just go for 1 and make it a 5-point game. And now the extra point by Michael Lance. Kick is up, and it's good. And the Broncos lead at 31-26 with 4:16 left. 8 lead changes in this game. But they left too much time. Baltimore still has 4 minutes and 16 seconds to work with. However, Baltimore needs a touchdown. They're down by 5. A field goal does them no good. So basically, the Ravens are in 4-down territory now. Well, thank you, Davis. I appreciate that. But nobody in Orlando has called me up to bring me down there to record for them. I'd love to. That'd be a boon for me in this channel if that ever happened. I wouldn't have to call games. I'd just let it play it. There's the kickoff by Beasley. A yard deep. Taylor brings it out over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Maurice Taylor out to the 26-yard line. First down, Ravens. Key Harris, look at that, 16 of 17. He's only thrown 1 incompletion all night, and they're still losing, 31-26. 4:13 left. The Ravens need a touchdown. The defending Super Bowl champion Ravens, their season's getting into desperation mode here. If they lose, they drop to 5-6. Harris in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Harris fakes the handoff. Harris rolls out, throws deep downfield into a crowd, bouncing around, incomplete. They were looking for Lawrence Burns, but he was triple covered. Parker Cameron knocks the ball away. It'll be 2nd and 10. That was not a good throw. They're lucky that wasn't picked off. That'll stop the clock with 4:05 left. Broncos up by 5, 31-26. 4 wide for the Ravens. Harris in the shotgun. Harris draws back. Harris looking. Harris throws near side. Caught by Clark. And Deion Clark only picks up a yard. Actually, he lost a yard. It'll be 3rd and 11. The 3rd-year back out of East Carolina. Myers came up, made the tackle for the Broncos. That's Levi Myers, the 4th-year safety out of Hawaii. It's like the Ravens have kind of like lost steam here in the 4th quarter. They need to get something going. It's 3rd and 11. They're down by 5 with 3:44 left. From their own 25-yard line, Ravens come out 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun.
All right, here we go.
Harris draws back. Harris looking. Harris throws. Caught by Wright. Griffin Wright out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 22 yards and a Raven first down. That'll keep the drive alive. The 6th-year tight end out of Montana, Griffin Wright. First down, Baltimore. Lynn Ryan came up, made the tackle. 3rd-year defensive back out of Arkansas. Davis is hoping his Ravens can march downfield here. Broncos up by 5, 31-26 with 3:12 remaining. Clock is moving. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Harris in the shotgun on 1st down. Harris back. Harris looking, throws, caught by Burns. And Lawrence Burns out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 11. And that'll be another Raven first down. Well, I appreciate that, Davis. I really believe there is a bigger market for what I do. It's just a matter of people not knowing I'm doing it. I don't think enough people know about Twitch. I know the younger people do. But I'm talking about like people in their late 20s to mid 40s. First and 10 from the 42-yard line. Harris back. Throws. Caught by James. No, incomplete. Broken up by Jackie Pierce. And Jeff Benjamin was in there too, the safety. It'll be 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 2:32 left. Second and 10 for the Ravens. At the Bronco 42. Harris in the gun.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Harris draws back. Harris throws. And it's intercepted by Kendall Battle. The Broncos get it back. The 8th-year safety out of Boise State. Kendall Battle jumps the route. Picks it off. And that might do it. There's still 2:28 left. But that forces Baltimore's defense now to get a stop. Great play by Battle, the veteran safety. And now Lawler will come back out to lead the Broncos offense. Broncos up by 5. If they can get a touchdown, they can make it a 2-possession game. With 2:28 left. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. I mentioned just a moment ago that it looked like the Ravens were losing steam. First and 10 from the 40-yard line, 4 wide. Lawler in the shotgun. Denver's played a great game tonight. Lawler back, fakes the handoff, and he runs right into a sack. Alec Rogers makes the sack, a loss of 7. It'll be 2nd and 17. I'll be on at 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow with a Thanksgiving doubleheader. It'll be the Buccaneers and the Cowboys. I'm sorry, it'll be the Buccaneers and the Lions. And that'll be followed by the Eagles and the Cowboys. We're in week 12. We're in Thanksgiving week next week, starting tomorrow. So we'll have our 2 Thanksgiving games as we hit the 2-minute warning. Denver up 31-26 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium. The final 2 minutes of this one. Broncos lead it 31-26. The Ravens have to get a stop. They got a sack on first down. It'll be 2nd and 17. Back at the 33-yard line, Baltimore is going to start using their timeouts. Denver comes out in the eye. Lawler to Lattimore, and Lattimore tries to get outside, picks up 5 out to the 38. Ravens take a timeout, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Broncos. If Denver converts here, the game is pretty much over. The Ravens have to get a stop, and then they still need a touchdown. Tampa Bay at Detroit, Philadelphia at the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be tomorrow. Our 2 Thanksgiving games to kick off week 12. We actually have 3 Thanksgiving games. We have the Packers and the Bills as well. We'll probably get to that game on Tuesday night. 3rd and 12 from the 38. Lawler under center. Lawler hands off to Lattimore around the outside, and Lattimore will lose 2 yards back to the 36. The Ravens take a timeout. It's going to be 4th and 14. Broncos have to punt, and the Ravens are going to get the ball back with 1 timeout, down by 5. So the Ravens are going to get 1 more chance to come back and win this game. I would come after this punt if I was Baltimore. I'd go for the block. Broncos up 31-26. Both teams are 5-5 on the season. Neither team can ill afford to lose right now. Sam Beasley gets the punt away. And that's going to go, oh, look at this punt, inside the 5, down to the 5-yard line. Well, the Ravens, their work is cut out for them. They're down by 5. They need a touchdown. They have to go 95 yards. They only have one timeout. It can be done. Key Harris will come back out. Third-year quarterback out of Grambling State. Ravens will start from the 5, down by 5, with 1:43 left. If you're Baltimore, you got to get this ball downfield. You need a touchdown. You can't do dink and dunk. You got to throw it downfield. On 1st and 10 from the 5, Harris under center. Harris, why are they handing off? Marks gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. That was dumb. 2nd and 10 from the 5. 3 to the near side. Harris in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Harris fakes the handoff, and he's going to get sacked for the safety. James Thomas on the safety. And that puts the Broncos up by 7. 33-26. And even worse news, because it's a safety, the Ravens have to free kick it away. Oh, that's ball game right there. And Denver is going to get a mild upset here, winning on the road in Baltimore. Denver's going to be 6-5, and the Ravens are going to drop to 5-6. I don't see the Ravens coming back now. They got to kick it away, and they only have one timeout. Nice kick. My goodness. From the 6, DeCarva over the 20, 25, 30, and DeCarva out to the 35-yard line. Ravens only have one timeout remaining. Denver should be able to run out the clock. And then we'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern with a doubleheader. We'll kick off Week 12 tomorrow. A quality win for Denver. Great win for the Broncos as they keep their slim playoff hopes alive. First and 10. They take a knee. The Ravens take their final timeout. Evil Dead's going to be 1-2 today. He finally gets the game right. He'll be in Atlanta because we're using 19 again. We was in New Orleans last season because we used 25, but we're back on 19. He'll be back in Atlanta, a team that I don't use. Ravens will drop to 5-5. They'll play the Dolphins next week, who are also 5-5 or 5-6. 2nd and 11. They take a knee. Ravens can't stop it. And Denver now pulls into a tie with the Chargers in the AFC West at 6-5, 2 games behind the Raiders. One more snap. Lawler takes a knee. Ravens can't stop the clock. Now Baltimore, the smart thing here, or for Denver, the smart thing here is just let the clock run out. Don't punt. Beasley will punt. Clock's going to run out though. Taylor brings it back out to the 20-yard line. Ball game. Your final score, Denver 33, Baltimore 26. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern. Good night, everybody.